Thank you, Mr Speaker. We have just heard from the Minister, who has got a lot from the taxpayers. She's got gallons and gallons of free petrol. She is now known as the biggest gas guzzler in the whole Parliament. I have to say, Mr Speaker, that the gloss is going off this superficial government very fast indeed. The gloss is going off this government, and I was very interested to read Colin Espin's column yesterday when he said, in the life cycle of every administration, there is a stage when it tips. And I ask this because I think perhaps things are about to change for the worse for this government. And I have to say, Colin, if you are listening, you are dead right, because people in New Zealand and serious commentators are waking up to the fact that they have got a government of spin, spin, spin. They have got a government of bluster and blatherskite. They have got a government of photo opportunities, whether it's posing with babies or whether you're in your flak jacket and balmy arm. Policies are pulled out of the hat to meet a media and photo opportunity. Where have the enduring principles of that proud old National Party gone? They've been replaced by opportunism and poll-driven slogans. That's what we get from the government of today. Ambitious for New Zealand. Well, that's become ambiguous for New Zealand. We're going to have a step change with a cycleway that hasn't produced a single job. We're going to catch up with Australia, and Australia has unemployment going down, and we have unemployment going up. And guess what's happening, Mr Speaker? The New Zealanders who were all going to come home under John Key's government are all heading back across the Tasman, Mr Speaker. What we get from this party is a big bang policy announcement so they can keep the old poll ratings up, which they take every week. I have to say, I believe they are the original poll-driven fruitcakes. Everything they do is based on a poll. The serious commentators are now saying, what do they stand for? Where is the moral compass of that government?
How are the optics?
What drives the Prime Minister? What is the plan? What is the step change? Where is the leadership? And let us just take unemployment as an issue. Unemployment is one of the most pernicious things you can have in society, where people's jobs are taken from them and they're thrown on the scrap heap. Any serious government would look to see what it could do to help those who are unemployed, particularly your young people, those who are just starting out in life and want a job. Well, what have they got from this government? All they've got are publicity shots, but unemployment has been nothing more than a plaything for this government. They haven't taken it seriously. As Phil Goff said, they held a media-managed job summit, and everybody was to come and to have a look at Mr Key as he announced these major policies that were going to have a step change for New Zealand and jobs for everybody. Got him on television, we have to admit. But what have we ended up with? An unemployment rate that was the lowest in the OECD, below Australia, which is now one of the highest, 7.3%, 30% higher than Australia. They have created 215,000 jobs in 6 months. What have we done? 60,000 Kiwis have lost their jobs. 72,000, Mr Speaker, 72,000 young people are now unemployed in this country. 72,000. And for 6 months, Mr Key and his cabinet did nothing. But along came the National Party conference on the 1st of August last year, and a late cabinet paper on the 29th of July was rushed through so he could make an announcement at a National Party conference. And no wonder Treasury said it was poorly thought out, that it wasn't going to achieve the goal, and basically it was a waste of money. And they have been proved correct. And I say to members opposite, have a look at the results of your policies, because they have not produced them for young New Zealanders. It's a crime saying shame what that government is doing to so many young people in this country.
The